Well, it's August 6th, 2018. Yeah, going about 7:30. In the process of thinking about making some breakfast. Again, this morning I woke up about 3 o'clock with Holy Spirit giving me a word of knowledge and a clarity about the discerning of spirits and situation that has been going on in my life for the last, well, I can't just limit it to the last 30 years. The Holy Spirit's now dealing with me in the last 50, and I'm 71, so Holy Spirit is definitely bringing a lot to light. It's overwhelming if it wasn't for the comfort that the Holy Spirit also brings with it. Breakfast we can have. Still trying to get past that last fly in the oatmeal. It's about time I got my budget figured out on the Social Security, which is all I'm getting. Then I get hit with a IRS levy because the wife didn't pay the taxes in a quarter back in 2016. I'm finding out more and more about her lies and her deception that has gone on over the years. Biggest lie, I guess, was believing that she loved me. And as I've gotten more and more knowledgeable, directed by the Holy Spirit into areas of education about what a pathological narcissist is, I'm beginning to realize that, hey, she's a full-blown she's got a it's called personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder. That's on the secular side. On the spiritual side, she's got a Jezebel spirit, and along with that spirit comes a spirit of fear and a spirit of a lot of negative demonic spirits have been influencing her life, and in turn, unknown to me, influencing my life for the last 37 years. But I'm out of it now. But that threw me a curveball there, finding out that, hey, I've been cut on my Social Security because she didn't pay taxes in 2016 during a quarter. I hope there's no more, because I was always the primary in the business, so they come after me. I'm not working anymore. She's cut me out of my business. I can't make any money in my business. I'm not working. She won't allow me to. She's stolen everything that God has blessed us with. She doesn't realize she's allowed these demonic spirits to steal it from her too. Right now she thinks it all belongs to her, but when she finds out that you can't steal God's blessings, demonic spirits that do that end up with nothing. And the person that serves demonic spirits ends up with nothing. Eventually, Satan, who is the author of lies, theft, murder, you name it, he's the author of it, and eventually he'll kill her. He's tried to kill me numerous times, using her to do it. I think back, you know, the clarity is unbelievable. Standing before her ex-husband, who's got a gun on me, trying to negotiate with him some kind of logical, reasonable, humanitarian settlement as far as allowing the children to see and visit with their mother occasionally. And I'm standing for a gun with my life on the line. She wouldn't go talk to him, so I had to. And he pulls a gun on me and holds a gun on me. Well, I'm not concerned about that. When I got back and told her what happened, she said, well, weren't you afraid of him killing you? I said, darling, you know, I've never told you this, but you know, the Lord's not going to let my life's not going to be able to be taken. I can't lose my life. The Lord has promised me 70 plus 10. That's 70 years. Back then I was like 30 something. She said, well, how do you know that? I said, he told me so in his word. He says, God actually spoke to you and told me? I said, in his word, he spoke to me and told me that he was promising me 70 plus 10. And that's as far as I went with it. Really, she says. I think she didn't believe that, and I think she's tried to kill me several times to try to see if it was true. And I think the last time she tried to do it was in 2011 when she overdosed me, extreme overdose of her naproxen, which was like 500 milligrams a pill. She's giving me 2 pills at a time, at least 10 times a day in a 24-hour period. 7 days later, I ended up in the hospital. Got a pacemaker put in me. I was lucky to be alive. I think she finally figured out that she couldn't kill me. So she decided that she had to do something extreme, caused me to be extreme, and I resisted and resisted and resisted. Finally, she just created some trumped up charges, got me arrested, protective order put on me, and had me put out. And that's where I'm at now. And now I'm in the process, after 8, 10, well, it's going 10 months, after the protective order was off. I mean, it's just one thing right after another. It's just hard to believe how a demonized person can be so intelligent, so smart, to know how to work things to try to cause your demise. Well, you know, I've always trusted in the Lord, and I'm still here, and I'm going to be here a lot longer. Probably long after she's gone. I'm sorry to say, but probably long after she's gone. So I'm moving on. I was told at the hospital when I had the pacemaker put in, when I was talking about my wife, they said, you need to get a divorce from her. You need to move on in life. You need to get a divorce from her. Then when I went into the psychiatric hospital, voluntarily figuring I needed some additional counseling for the trauma that I've been through, and I'm open to it. I'm realizing now that was a mistake, because people don't, that was a mistake, but it helped. It gave me some more time to think. They're telling me, even the caseworker, my caseworker there is telling me, you need to divorce your wife. You need to move on. You need to forget about your wife. You need to forget about her. And one gal's so nice to me, she says, you're still a good-looking man for 70 years old. There's still a future for you. You need to forget about her and move on, move on. I think they knew things about her that I didn't really comprehend yet at the time. But again, this morning I was woke up at 3 o'clock, and whew, the clarity that the Holy Spirit brings to me about situations I had forgotten all about. In 37 years, I'd forgotten all about them. But yeah, okay. I'm moving on with it, and I will survive. I know the Lord's got a life ahead of me, for me, and it's getting easier to not think about her. For 37 years, she was my sole reason for my everyday thought and concerns were about her, about our business, about her health. And that's slowly, difficultly coming to an end. I'm no longer thinking about her as much as I did before. Talking right now, but hey, the Holy Spirit is marvelous. I mean, whew, it's not comfortable, some of the stuff the Holy Spirit gives you a gift of discernment to discern. It's not comfortable.